trying to make the kids think for themselves and be original and question, I think is the most important thing. I think that so often we teach them analytical skills. You know, we say, okay, go in and read the problem on page so-and-so and then work the next few pages, or we say, okay, here are the things that happened before the Civil War now and give me the cause of the Civil War. And we're sort of having them work puzzles, and I would like them to be able to make the puzzle.
Meet Billie Strunk, the Fayette County Public Schools 1987 Teacher of the Year. This year marks Mrs. Strunk's 16th in teaching, the last 11 of which have been at Henry Clay Senior High School. Billie is an 11th grade English teacher there, and by just spending a few days in her classroom, one can quickly see here is a truly outstanding teacher, and one who should be singled out for the excellent work she does. Billie accepted news of the award with the modesty that is her nature, but with a fierce pride that mirrors her feelings about being a teacher. You see, Mrs. Strunk sees teaching as an honorable profession, and she takes it very seriously. After all, she's been practically doing it all her life.
I probably have, because I was an only child and I grew up on a farm and there was nobody to play with, so I created my own playmates, and one of the things that I did was teach the chickens to fly. It was pretty effective. Tried to teach cats to like water, wasn't very successful, but I probably have, because I even was interested as a young child in teaching one of our itinerant workers to write. And I probably have always been interested in that. I enjoy being with people.
Learning and education have always been an important part of Billie Strunk's life. Her parents conveyed to her early on the importance of getting a quality education. And Billie, being the dutiful daughter she was, took their advice to heart. She would graduate from high school at the top of her class, and magna cum laude with a BA degree in English from the University of Kentucky. But ironically, she cites the inadequacy of her own high school education as the main reason for her becoming a teacher and for formulating her teaching philosophy.
Because I had, and in my background, some teachers that I thought could have been improved. And I really felt that I was not given the background that I needed for college. I really felt that I had not been pushed or I had not been challenged, and I feel that that's very important. I think Kentucky has a reputation that can be remedied. We're not inherently less intelligent than the rest of the world, and I think that it's important that teachers be able to challenge and to push the kids.
Billie Strunk epitomizes the word professionalism. She carries herself and speaks in a manner which lets people know that teaching is indeed a vital profession, and one that should be treated with respect. It's an attitude she believes all teachers need to have.
I think until we view ourselves as professionals, the rest of the world will find it difficult to do. And I think it's very, very important. And I think we really have to sell the teaching profession, because many people don't look at it at least as analogous to being in another profession, such as medicine or computer science even. I think it's very important.
I think Billie is a very outstanding teacher. She challenges her pupils. They like her, they work for her. She has high expectations of them. She's involved in several activities here at the school in addition to her teaching. She's the advisor for the National Honor Society. She works with a faculty selection committee along with the principals in selecting students for the Honor Society. And all of the staff have a very high regard for Billie.
Associate Principal Ed Watkins nominated Mrs. Strunk for Teacher of the Year.
I believe Billie is a tremendous representative for teachers in Fayette County and in Kentucky. She's a highly professional person who works hard to enhance her teaching skills. She's constantly going off to workshops and other types of professional experiences which increase her competence. I think Mrs. Strunk has a very excellent grasp of her role in the lives of her students. Her goal is to teach her students to think and think critically and not be shy about expressing themselves or taking chances. I just think that's absolutely the role that we want teachers to play in the lives of our students.
When one walks into Billie Strunk's classroom, one steps into an exciting learning environment. She allows for a very casual atmosphere and a lot of student interaction.
I think that they need to feel that they're in an environment where whatever they want to say or do, as long as it is within the realm of reason, is perfectly all right. And they can say what they feel, what they believe, they can ask what they want, and I think that ultimately the classroom is for them, not me. So I think it's very important that they be able to express themselves and feel comfortable in the classroom doing that.
You always feel free to like bring up new ideas, and like you just learn to think and you learn to like develop ideas in her classroom. And the whole class as a whole is like a discussion class, and the fact that she never laughs at you, and you know she always respects your opinion and she reacts to your opinion and she takes your opinion seriously is like really conducive to, you know, you like adding more opinions. And when other people are talking, things pop into your mind, and so it's like circular because you know everybody continues to give new ideas.
I really enjoy watching adolescents. I enjoy watching them think. I love their ideas. I love to learn from them, and I learn a lot from them. But I think I just really enjoy the interaction with kids.
When a student decides to enroll in a course taught by Mrs. Strunk, they better be prepared to face a stiff challenge. She is considered to be one of the toughest teachers at Henry Clay. But that doesn't stop students from flocking to her classes, or from talking about her in glowing terms once they're through.
She challenges all the students. She's a tough teacher, but she's not so tough that you can't take her. She challenges even the honors students, you know, the National Merit semifinalists. And I think what gives her the ability to do that is that she not only knows what she's teaching, she's also intelligent in other fields too. She's a well-rounded person. She's an extremely intelligent person, not in just her one field of English.
I feel that she's teaching on a level that she should be, but we are not on the level that we should be. I think that the courses that we've taken throughout elementary and junior high have been pretty redundant. We've pretty much been learning the same thing over and over, and not learning like the writing skills we should have right now. And I think she's working on the level she should be, and that's why it's so difficult for us. But that's why we're also pleased to have that writing skill that she's teaching us.
It's not easy, but it is fair. And I think a lot of classes that I've had haven't really made me want to learn, and this class has. And so that's one thing. It really makes me interested in learning.
End grades were never an issue. It was more what you got out of writing a certain paper, or if you finally grasped a concept or not. That was what success really was in her class, I think.
See, I am mainly a math and science-oriented student, and I have never really been that well off in English. And for me, she made the class more interesting, and I had an easier time paying attention and getting what she meant, getting the point of the lessons and everything. And I think that really, more than anything, was what helped me a lot. I didn't get the best grades in her class, but I still feel that I learned as much as someone who got the better grades.
She demands perfection from her students. Many of our students are the same. You know, she teaches, they're in her English class, they're in my trig class, or in my calculus class. And she demands perfection from them. And that's one reason why they take her, is because they know that they're going to learn from her.
Do you think you are a tough teacher?
I think I expect a lot, yes. Because I don't see any benefit to the student in going out of a class knowing no more than he or she came into it with. And if they can sit in the class and do nothing, then I have failed them, I think. And I think it's very important. Students tend to meet the expectations that are set forth.